ends with this question here. If you could pick one game, I almost had to say 3 just because I couldn't pick one. One game to remake, what would you pick?
One game.
One. That's a.
I pulled full footage even thinking I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Yeah, you know what you know what I'm gonna say. There's 2 that I want more than any others. I think.
More than anything in the world, Ron. what is it, Jordan?
Man, that's hard. I can only pick one.
Yep. You're supposed to think about
nope.
this.
Okay. Sorry. I know this is like the one topic you gave us beforehand.
I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go
Okay.
first because I know it's gonna be very different than your guys' answer.
I know what I'm gonna pick because I know what yours is going to be, and I think.
Okay.
Change it on you.
Ready?
What?
Okay, my initial thought process, I just want to take you through this real fast. My first thing was something like Zelda Link to the Past with current updated stuff would be really cool. Tomb Raider, like the original.
No, we were doing one.
No, I'm saying this is what I was going to.
Okay.
The original Tomb Raider, my mind went to these games, stuff like this. But then I thought, I'm going to try to think outside the box.
Real old school.
I'm going to try to think outside the box because I had a feeling I knew what direction you guys would go. I'm going to go something a little quirky. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
I don't know why I knew you were going to say that.
All right, let me say why, and let me give you why this game was so unprecedented. First of all, because Mike Tyson was in it, and at the time, he was like at the heap of the mountain,
Like
and it was like
he looked invincible.
he was invincible, unstoppable. Yeah. So, could you imagine if a game with that gameplay feel came out, and you could battle Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, or even Rocky from the movies? Right? It had guys like that in there, and like you could upgrade the update the graphics, but still have that old school gameplay where you're mad.
So do you want to feel like retro, but just more current?
Yeah. I think that could be really cool. But have people we know now that would bring some interest to it.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Get real specific here. How realistic do you want it to look?
Oh, I don't not necessarily.
Because they kind of have that new. I showed you the new fighter that's kind of a new Punch Out. You know what I'm talking about? Where you fight Randy Savage and stuff.
Right.
You want it even different than
it needs to feel a little retro, but I still think it should be updated. I think more the play needs to feel the same, just the left, right, and punch and stuff. But I think that could be fun.
And don't mess up the music.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna say Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid. There was Metal Gear 1 and all that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
and elaborate too what you'd like it to be in your mind.
I would like it to be exactly the same game. I want it to be word for word the same. I want the music to be the same. I just want the graphics to be better.
Okay.
I could see where they'd change some stuff, like because Metal Gear kind of had a lot of top-down.
Yes, it did. Yep.
And that's okay if they wanted to switch that a little bit, but in a way, that's kind of also what made 1 so fun for me. Was like it really allowed a lot of that
to
sneaking.
See the footprints in the snow. Yeah,
where
I know.
they changed that a lot from like 3 on, and I wasn't as big of a fan. Like I mean, I still played the games, but like they just seemed different to me. Like I really liked.
So keep the over the top view too.
Maybe
Keep
not.
it over the top.
Maybe not completely. I could see where they could change it, but like maybe
Tell Konami.
maybe just shift it up a little, or for
Kojima.
the thing about Metal Gear Solid 1 was it wasn't a strictly over the top view.
Yeah, I know,
always.
switched up. Yeah.
It switched depending on where you were, or what like floor you were on, or what area you were in. So they could do something like that. I don't know exactly how I want it to be. Basically,
You just want modern graphics.
I just want modern graphics.
Yeah, okay.
I want it to look
All right.
Yeah.
as good as the best looking game.
Which is how I would feel if they remade Final Fantasy VI. Don't change a thing. Just give me updated graphics. But yeah.
Yeah, mine is actually not that hard of a choice. It's Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick that.
Yeah, because
I knew you were going to.
And I know the game is great in itself. That's not the point. If they did something like that, I don't know what graphics I want. I think I'm going to stick with Dragon Quest style graphics. I just think it'd suit that game really well. Same art developer basically doing both. I just think that'd be really cool. It's one of the best stories in my opinion. But yeah, just kind of the Dragon Quest style. Yeah. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that was the other game. Those were the two I was debating: Metal Gear Solid and
I didn't know with this though too, guys. Think about how hard it is to make a retro song modern. I've heard it screwed up so much. Like I couldn't believe that. I don't want to get too off topic here, but when I heard Double Dragon on the arcade for the first time, I thought it sounded worse than the NES just because I'm so used to that sound. My point is, I have to give credit to Square Enix for Final Fantasy VII Remake that they not only did the music, it's like pure justice to where they even made it better in some areas.
I'll say
that's got to be hard.
When it comes to music,
So don't screw up Chrono Trigger Remake music.
I think remakes for music, which you hit on this with covers. For me, I think it should be such a dramatic separation from the original, because to me, it's not. Don't even do a cover if you're just gonna make it just like the song.
Yeah.
Like to me, like if it's a fast song, slow it down with strings and piano, and vice versa. Like I like it when it's
the main melody line.
I'm saying for the gaming, right?
hook.
Like make it dramatic. If you go back to Final Fantasy VI, like go so far out there that it's like, oh my gosh, that's
hard.
this song, but it's crazy, right? Like
that's what's
that'd
hard
be
because
cool.
we all want it original. But like just the little touches of when you see Aerith for the first time,
Yeah.
it does the slow.
Yeah.
That's not even they just added it like a slower version.
I know.
Amazing.
That's what I'm saying. You need to keep that what that piano line was, even if it's not played on
hard.
piano.
Yeah.
Those notes need to be the same, but
Yeah,
you
you're
can
saying
change
melody.
everything
Don't touch
else
the melody.
around it.
Yeah.
They
I'm
did
fine
it-
with changing everything else
Yeah,
around
I
it.
agree.
I have to admit, what they accomplished with the music on that game was incredible. And I'm only throwing it out there for remakes in general. That's a hard thing to be careful with touching, and they did a great job with it. But anyways,
Yeah.
yeah,
Remakes, they're coming out.
they're doing it.
You know,
It's-
guys,
there has been a lot of remakes
keep
lately, and I'm somewhat okay with it because there are a lot of games that I loved that are getting remade, and it's just fun to play them again. Well, they look better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100% agree.
Speaking of remakes, guys, do you want to see a remake of Skate or Die? Skate or Die, first person
They'll
shooter
never.
on a skateboard, shooting
So many
zombies,
people don't even know what that game is.
completing in the joust, just competing in the joust,
Yeah.
and completing the joust. No, just kidding.